I was so excited about becoming a teacher that I turned all my energies into my studies. You could say I was a disciplined learner, but not a particularly gifted one. My European history class, with 500 students, as well as a thick, jammed with details textbook, boggled my mind. I received a D- in that class. In fact, in my first semester, I was placed on academic probation. 18 credit hours was death to this freshman who had not really learned how to learn. I could memorize, but there was no way I could get around that history textbook or others like it. I remember thinking how intelligent my roommate Sally was. She took the same courses I did and got A's. She told me she was taught how to study in high school. Because she went to a large urban school, such study skills classes were offered. In my tiny school, I could not even take a typing course, because I was not on the secretarial track, let alone a study skills class. Limited options often create limited learners. So when faced with a history test, Sally knew how to organize the massive amount of information and synthesize it. She had learned to make connections and to ask herself questions when she read. I had never heard of such things. Mr. Reynolds had given me a love of literature and encouraged my ability to write. But this was a different category of thinking and learning involving information gathering. The what to learn became the barrier. It really was not a matter of intellectual capacity or laziness or lack of interest. I needed someone to teach me the system, the how to learn. So Sally did. We began to study together, talking about what we learned and what was important to remember. She helped me focus on the big ideas, and because I could memorize well, I would develop subpoints under each. I do not think Sally realizes today how she helped shape my intellectual development. What about you? Reflect on your college years and the way you processed large amounts of information. Were you like Sally, well equipped to handle studying for a test, or able to read a rather uninteresting text to extract meaning, or were you more like me, drowning in a lake of details? In order to connect meaningfully with your students, you need to remember both your struggles and your successes. Let them know what you found difficult, but then also let them know how you persevered and mastered it. There comes a certain point when pure memorization will not do it for you. I am glad I hit my wall early in my academic career. I realized that there were other levels to my intellect, although I did not think of it in those terms. I knew I wanted to go there. The how to learn became a consuming passion. For if I was going to become a teacher, it was very important for me to courageously face my difficulties and work through them. This, incidentally, is the next step toward student freedom. Jamie Evans, in his book An Uncommon Gift, reflects on his learning disability as a special motivator. He learned a valuable lesson in 6th grade through an embarrassing incident when a girl he liked saw his spelling errors and laughed. He determined then and there that although his learning disability was not his fault, it was his responsibility. He recognized that it was up to him, not his teachers or his parents, to work hard to overcome it. His story is inspiring. Jamie began a quest that paid big dividends. He is now a well-loved Presbyterian minister with a strong work ethic and a vibrant congregation.